Hi everybody, it's me. We got some juicy stuff coming up. I'm doing this video today. I want to introduce you guys to a healer. Her name's Lilly. And then don't forget I'm doing Melissa next week. Although I think we picked the 15th, which is the day Mueller is supposed to be talking to us, but we'll check that out. But you know, they're going to fight every step of the way, and I'm so sorry, but it's going to work out. That I can tell you. But I wanted to tell you guys something. I was reading a client this morning back east, and I saw her husband. He came through, and he's talking to me. And while he was talking to me, my phone was on my dresser, totally away from me. All of a sudden, Siri comes on, and I have a little English guy that talks, and I'm like, what the hell, Siri just came on? So I stopped the reading and went over to my dresser, and on my dresser was Siri had this. I don't know if you can, is it backwards? It says, in my realm, anyone can be anything. That was her husband talking. In my realm, anyone can be anything. Jeez. Because he was explaining how good he was doing over there. I just had to tell you guys because, ooh, that was cool. I mean, it could have said anything. It could have been, don't you think it's weird that he said, in my realm, anybody could be anything? I mean, is that not the other side or what? I've had that happen a couple of times, but this one was pretty profound. Okay, now, before I call Lilly, I want to take a look at Barr. You know, and then this Trump is making fun of Kamala, because she's smart, making fun of Biden. And it's like, don't you have anything better to do than to make fun of people? I mean, you're always liking to brag about yourself. I thought you were so special. So you're special. Go for it. Okay, so tell me about Barr. Now, unfortunately, on the news, they were saying, yeah, you could get him on Barr. Barr knows that they can't really touch him. That's what I'm going to tell you guys. You can do a contempt, but you can't really throw him in jail and blah, blah, blah. They could sue him. I saw him leaving. I saw him looking down and leaving in shame. So it could even be something comes out on his buddy and he can't be there anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's so big that he can't help him. But yeah, Camilla was talking to him, and I just came to the decision. Well, did you look for, you know, did you read the report? Did you? No. They just don't want it to go any further, you guys, and they're going to fight. That's why we need to look at Mueller and make sure he gets to testify, or they're going to throw some other shit. And the way he was talking about Mueller, like, oh yeah, well, he's just a paper pusher kind of energy. Oh, I doubt if he wrote that letter. It's probably his staff. Yeah, he was mad at Mueller for doing that. And that was those conversations that I saw between the two of them. And I felt Mueller very frustrated. So Barr will lie. That's who he is. He's a liar. And why? Why is it worth losing yourself for this person? Because really, I mean, there's some states I'm reading that people really love him. And there are the usual people that love him, but it's not enough. It's not enough of this nation to hold Trump in office. Tell me about Barr. What is Congress going to be able to do about Barr? I kept feeling like they would take it to court, like they would sue for the unredacted version of that. I think think maybe Mueller's testimony is what's going to help things kind of open wide. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Tell me. What's going to happen? What is Congress going to... There's a battle that's going to ensue. There's judgment that will take place. Like, the will of the people will win. Nancy Pelosi's right on top of this. They're coming in with the sword. So there's some sort of battle taking place. You know, the more the president's coming out with stories, I see Democrats coming out with stories. Did you see Hillary Clinton on Maddow last night? She said, well, how would they like it if I said, China, if you're listening, we'd like to get Trump's IRS report. Oh my God, if China got the IRS and we were showing it to everybody, do you know how pissed, and that we showed stolen property? They would be so upset, but it's okay for them. It's just amazing. It's just, but we can't get into that because we have to be able to breathe. So I will tell you that judgment will come to Barr. Give me the final. Give me the final. What's going to happen to Barr? Give me the final. What's going to happen to Barr? Is he looking at a jail cell? He just goes in shame. I'm seeing the shame walk. Not as bad as Game of Thrones, but what's going to happen to Barr? What's going to happen to Barr? Here we go. You know, he has people around him kind of lift him, making him think. It's just like with Trump. And I'm going to tell you, Trump and Barr were talking behind closed doors. Trump has told him, you need to investigate. Because remember when this thing first came out, the report, I'm clean and I'm going to ask Barr to investigate Mueller. And then I think Barr told Trump, I'm not going to do that. And then he turned around and thanked Mueller. So I heard that and I saw that, so. Judgment will work against him. I'm telling you. He's not very healthy either. I'm not going to say he's going to die, but physically he feels like he's going to go down. It's almost like a new administration's coming in with on a horse with a sword and getting rid of everything. Because he's making no money off this gig. He's partly doing this to protect one of his children or to help his daughter's husband with his new position in the White House. Yeah, there's some stuff's going to come out. It's bad news, you guys. So don't fret, okay? Justice will be served. Okay, so we did Barr. Now, let's see if Mueller, they're saying May 15th. Now, I have clients on May 15th. But I got to make sure because I don't want to reschedule them. And then they say, Mueller, tell me about Mueller. Tell me about Mueller. Mueller. Will he be able to come and testify? I don't know why I'm saying it that way, because I see him testifying. Remember, for a long time now, I've been telling you guys, he's going to go before Congress. Mueller. Mueller. And I keep feeling the Supreme Court, so I'm wondering if something's going to go before the Supreme Court. And I saw Trump shocked because they're not voting in his favor. And he thought for sure they would. And he's really pissed off his sister had to step down as a judge. I don't know if it's on that date. Like I didn't feel, I got the date, but I wasn't feeling for sure. So it's sort of no with yes, okay? So it's like it might be stopped for a minute and then yes, don't worry, he will testify. He's happy to do so. And he's handing out information. I know people said, oh, he'll be really stiff. Nope, here he is. Here's the outcome. People are celebrating. He'll be glad to get the truth off his chest. I don't know if it's that day, the 15th, because it's showing, or the cards are trying to say, we're about ready to come into our wish, and there's a huge ending with this, as well as a new beginning, but the ending makes us happy. The ending is like good news. It's like we've set him up to be this hero, and he'll actually come through for us. So I'm very excited. Now, last question, and then we'll get on with Lilly. Last question. Can you tell me about the counsel, the legal counsel, trying to come through with that stupid thing about Trump has the right to not have his people testify? You know, they're shining it up. It's still shit, but they're trying to make it look like they have authority. And they're just spinning it. It's not going to work. But let me look. Trump's legal counsel came through. I'm almost seeing like there's a crack in the dam and it's about ready to flood out. I see McGahn coming in, so they can arrest McGahn. Maybe Barr they can't, but they can arrest McGahn. Okay, here we go. What are they saying? No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. No, it might go before the Supreme Court. I'm telling you, there's a huge court here that hands down the verdict. And it's like, oh, God, as soon as he's out of there, they're going to change up the laws and make it where no foreign power can come in, and the emollients clause will be firm. It's you show your income taxes, you know, bullshit the public and say, yeah, well, yeah. If I'm elected, I'll show it. Lies. Also, he lied about that judge that said he committed a fraud. The one that from Fox News. He said he asked to be on my Supreme Court, and then he asked me to pardon someone, and the judge wrote back and said, I never asked to be on I recommended Gorsh or whatever, Neil, whatever, the one that's on. He said, I was telling him you should go for him because he's, why Trump has to make stuff up? It's amazing. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to call Lilly and I'll get right back to you. Hi, everybody. It's me again. So I have Lilly on the phone, and I'm going to have her explain what she does. I just want to tell you she's a healer, and she can look at your energy or whatever it is from a distance, because all I had to do was rest. And while I was relaxing, she was going down, you know, clearing the stuff out. And I felt a lot better after she worked on me. So anyway, Lilly, explain how you do this.
Okay, so basically every being on this planet has the ability to sense energy. It's something that kind of happens in the background to all of us all day, every day. You know, some examples are, you know, you'll walk into a room and you'll just get like a weird vibe from it, and everything looks fine, but you know something's not quite right. And then later on you find out that the information wasn't that correct, or you're thinking about a particular person who you haven't spoken to in a long time, and then a few seconds later they call you. We all communicate in this way. Just some people pick it up a lot more easily than others, and some of us are able to use that to do certain things. So I can read energy, I can manipulate it, I can connect to someone, like you said, remotely and see what's going on in their system. I do healings, and I also do property clearings for people who have some uncomfortable things going on. So, whether you believe in ghosts, whatever, like sometimes some old buildings just have a vibe that needs to be cleared out. And obviously you want clear energy in the home you're moving into. So I do that as well. My mother's actually a very, very powerful healer, and I grew up around it, so it's always kind of been a part of my life, but it was only until the end of 2017 where I decided to break off from the office world and start doing this full time, because I always wanted to have a job where I felt like I was properly helping people, making a difference, and spending our life pushing paperwork, pretending to be someone I'm not, it didn't work for me anymore. So now I'm trying to spend the rest of my life serving people, doing what I love, and I'm really excited that things are working out.
Oh, that's great. So when you do a session, you just call the person, you make a scheduled time?
So how it works is I have a calendar set up on my website. So you
And
go
her
on to
website is healinglightnj.com. Healinglightnj for New Jersey. She's located in New Jersey.com. And I'm going to put that on the bottom part of this video.
Yes, that's correct. So on the website's a calendar. You can go on there to book a session, and once you make the appointment, you'll get a brief email explaining how things are going to work, but I'll explain it quickly now. So the email address and the phone number that you have to provide to book the appointment, I'll be calling that number at the appointed time, and the sessions last about an hour. It depends, though, on specifically what the person needs worked on. So it can take a little more, take a little less, but the fee is still the same. And I do that on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. My schedule is actually pretty strict. I have to, just to have other obligations during the rest of the week. Saturdays are my day for property clearings, and you can book that on there as well, and those are afternoon appointments. But the time on those is a little bit more flexible because it depends on where people are located in their work schedule.
Okay. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So you guys, being that I had this session and I wanted to introduce her to everybody, it's kind of unique. It's really cool. Edgar Casey had that ability to heal people from a distance. I've talked to her mom too. Her mom's pretty significant as far as she helped a client of mine. So, yeah, you're good, girlfriend.
I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you. Okay, Lily. Well, I'm going to post your thing on my YouTube, and thank you for introducing yourself.
You're welcome.
Now get ready for the calls.
Yeah, my life's about to become a lot more interesting. I've been kind of hiding from the public eye, but it finally occurred to me that if I want to help as many people as possible, I have to go ahead and take this step, and it's my job. So
yeah, well, the helping of others helps yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's very, very true.
When you're giving of yourself outside of your own ego, and it should never be something where you're like a lot of these preachers preaching God, but it's always about them. If you really want to help people, it's got to be, because you love it, and I think you have that gift. So, yeah, you're using your gift.
I do love it. I want to make it very, very clear that this energy is not coming from me. I have gurus, avatars, guides. They're the ones that work through me. I'm basically just the tool. It's really important not to get one's ego involved in doing work like this, because that'll prevent you from being able to do it properly. And it's definitely something that you need to do properly for your own safety and for your clients.
Right. Okay, sweetie.
But I'm fortunate in that I have so many guides and gurus and avatars in my life that it's just a blessing that they allow me to work with them to help people. I spent my whole life trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with myself, and this is the first time ever that I truly, really feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to. There's not a cell in my body, not a doubt in my mind whatsoever, and everyone's experience with me will be different, but I know that no matter what, I'll be doing something positive for them, and that feels really, really good. And it's something that I absolutely love.
And you know
to
what's
do.
interesting is you were born in this with this mother who's a healer herself. So it's almost like it's a past life thing. You guys came in together.
Yeah. Well, we've been together for many lives.
Yeah.
What's really funny is that, I've always been very, very stubborn and very independent. So for a long time, especially growing up, I was around this kind of thing, but I don't want to do the same thing my mom did, Like a lot
Right,
of kids
exactly.
don't want to do that. But it's interesting because you know how when you're a kid, like you end up getting into this discussion with other children, like, what if you had any superpowers, like what would you have? And people pick flying or reading minds, and my answer always was, I want to heal people. So I knew that I wanted to do it. I was just too stubborn in my adolescence to admit to it. So
Right,
I'm glad that I'm
exactly.
finally on the right path now.
Right. Okay, sweetie. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for chatting with me.
Oh, sure. And again, you guys, I'll put her healinglightnj.com at the bottom of this video. Ciao, girlfriend.
Yep, and that'll have my business phone number. It'll have my email address, but all the appointments do have to be booked by the clients through the internet. But of course, I'm always here to answer any questions that anyone has.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you guys, a couple other news, and she's really nice. So, okay, I'll put her stuff down there. And then I want to tell you that, so funny how people wait to the very end. There was some cancellations for Sedona. We've already booked a couple of replacements because I've already paid the resort and stuff. But so if you're looking to get on, write Tana, and I'll put that down there. I'll give you her information. I'll put the Sedona link on this. There's a few more openings, and remember it's the end of this month, so you're going to have to make arrangements to get there, but it includes your room, board, and me. And then the other thing is I wanted to tell you is I have an event on June 29th, I believe, in Danville. And Leah contacted me and got a couple of cancellations on the VIP. So there's a couple of VIP openings for one-on-one tea with me in Danville, California. And I believe it's June 29th. Let's look. It is, yeah, Danville event, June 29th. Namaste. Talk to you guys later.